Hi, this is Cecilia from Tarot by Cecilia, and this is your tarot card of the day for Wednesday, July the 3rd, 2024. The card we have is a very lovely Nine of Pentacles from the Illustrated Fox Tarot by artist Taylor High. What I find interesting about this card, or one of the things anyway, is the fact that it is labeled Pluto, and that just doesn't make sense to me. Even when I look it up, maybe I am crazy and I'm just imagining things here. Turns out it says Saturn. We want to know what Pluto's doing today. It's indeed front and center with an opposition to Mercury, which, of course, Mercury is now in Leo and Pluto is in Aquarius. Could be some relationship stuff going on there. It is what it is. And so far as the card itself, being the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Gemini moon today, which will be conjunct to Jupiter in Gemini. This is much more in line with the actual Nine of Pentacles itself. But I find it interesting how the card is labeled because, I do these way in advance. I've already done part of 2025. So it's always interesting to see what comes out. But the card of Nine of Pentacles is one which is associated with things like independence and wealth and comfort, but not so much wealth as in being wealthy all the time, but what makes you feel good, that type of thing, because it's very Venusian, to tell you the truth. But with the moon and Jupiter today, you could see something going on financially from which you could benefit. With these two, you also need to exercise a little bit of caution because there's a tendency there to want to, be more social and perhaps more indulgent. I also find it interesting, it's not the same thing, but that tomorrow is Independence Day in the United States, perhaps more commonly referred to as the 4th of July. But this is a different kind of independence here. This is that knowing you're good on your own. And I always try to remind people when I see the Nine of Pentacles come up that this is very important, especially in relationships, okay? So you might want to see how that independence of yours plays out in this whole, Mercury-Pluto opposition as well. There's a reason we got all this information here today. So being true to yourself is something which is very important. Very often people enter into various types of relationships and they feel that it's necessary to complete them, and they don't allow themselves to be their own individual. And that is something that you really need to strive for. Not in a sense where you're shutting people out and you're a loner, but being stronger within the relationship because you are independent. And you'll find that if you can do this, and it breeds this wonderful respect and a nice balance in a relationship, which ultimately makes a relationship even stronger. So remember, you're calling this to you. This is a great card to have. Just be mindful of things that are going on and don't let things get too complicated. I want to thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you here again tomorrow. And as always, have a great day.